everyone. This is just gonna be a quick chit chat. I am on my way to work. Don't worry, I am being safe. I'm not holding my phone or driving while on the phone. Actually, my phone is in a place here of the, what is this, sun blocker? I don't know what y'all call it, the sun visor. So it can go up and down and sideways if I move it. But other than that, I am being safe, I promise. How's everyone doing today? So my way to work, seriously, like it takes me an hour to get to work every morning, and it takes me an hour and like 20 minutes to get home every evening because, sorry about that, my phone just rang. I try not to answer calls whenever I am driving as well, so I try to be safe. But so this morning we woke up, and when I went to check on stuff in the kitchen, in the living room, I noticed that there was this big, huge, like just a big item that was not there before, and it was dark, so I couldn't see what it really was until I turned on the light. And our daughter, I don't know how she did it without anybody noticing, but she brought in one of those big smoker, like a grill for grilling outside, and she put a ribbon on it, and she put on there that for Christmas it was for her brother and her father so that they could cook out, because they love cooking out. So they cook out a lot, and we do have a grill at home, but it's already old and it wasn't very well taken care of, because a lot of times we would forget to cover it when it rained out and stuff, so you know how that goes. It rusts and stuff, and even though the inside's still good, it doesn't look very appealing anymore. So she bought them a new grill. My son is another cook in my house, so it's my son and I are the ones that usually do all the cooking. My son he kind of gravitates to cooking like spaghetti, steak. He's a big meat eater, which I wish he wasn't so much so, but he is. And and fajitas and stuff like that. So that is what they love to do, and they cook out a lot. So my daughter bought them a brand new grill, and that's so sweet. It was not expected at all. Such a surprise. My husband was really happy this morning. I haven't called her yet to tell her what I haven't called her to say thank you or anything, even though it's not for me. I don't care. It's such a beautiful gesture. But anyway, so today has been a wonderful morning so far. There is a ton of traffic. Let you just see. So hang on. That's what I have to go through every single morning getting to work. And usually I'll blast music on my way there, and I'll just, sing all the way to work. Or if I am watching something on Netflix, for instance, right now I've been watching Supernatural, because when it originally came out in the 90s, I did start watching it, and it was on the WB33 channel here in Texas. And I did start watching it brand new whenever it first started coming out. You had to wait a whole week. Hi, Melinda. You had to wait a whole week for it to come out so that you could watch it, because it was live. It was episodes that came out weekly. And so I think I watched it for like a year or so, and then 2 or 3 years passed, and then I saw that next season. So I skipped a lot of seasons, and now it's on Netflix, so I could watch it in order without missing anything. And it's pretty long because each season has like 20 something episodes in it. Each episode ranges from 45 minutes to an hour, and then there's 13 seasons. So yeah, I think we're at season like 7 or 8 or something. But anyways, and my daughter and I keep fighting about, you know, the channel because we're watching it together. So if I speed up ahead of her when I come home or when she comes home, she wants to rewind and watch. Yeah, right? Thank goodness for Netflix. I love Netflix. I know, it's like the sky is falling the day that for whatever reason Netflix didn't get paid. Everybody's calling and texting me, Mom, what happened? So my daughter that's living in Denton, she also uses our Netflix still. She's also the one that got the grill for my husband and my son. And whenever Netflix is out, she bombs my phone. She's like, what happened? Do we have a new password? Or because at first I couldn't, like, if I would ask for them to do chores or something and they wouldn't get done, I would tell them, oh, well, you know, you don't get to do this or you don't get to do that. Or I kind of would ground them, but it was just so much to keep up with that I would never keep up with the grounding. You know, like if I told them for 2 weeks, you're not going to get this or you're not going to get to do that, I would totally forget about it. So they knew that if I ever said they were grounded, they were going to get away with it anyways, because I'll forget. And so what ended up happening is I started taking things away. So I started taking away their phones. That didn't work because they still have TV and computers. So then I started doing little things like changing the Wi-Fi password. Oh, you want the Wi-Fi password? Okay, well, when are you gonna get so-and-so done? So that's what I had to start doing. And I would leave notes, like on my son's dresser, on his mirror, I would leave him a note. If you want the Netflix password, get your chores done. And yeah, so it started working, but then I started forgetting the passwords. So that didn't work out. It's horrible, I'm telling you. Yeah, it did get their attention. I mean, they were frustrated and mad and everything. And then when one of them would do what they needed to do to get the correct password, I would tell them, don't you be giving the password to so-and-so and so-and-so because they need to get their stuff done. And yeah, I mean, it didn't work out because I couldn't keep up with that either. Plus the passwords, I would forget what they were, and it was just a mess. So I'm really bad at that. It was just so much nicer when you could just whoop them, you know? Just whoop their butt, get it over with. You did it, you got punished, it's done and over. Let's not talk about it anymore, right? No, they're too big for all that now. You can't just... If I whoop them, they probably laugh. That's horrible, right? And I don't believe in beating your kids because, you know, I had, yeah, the good old days. I had a great experience of that growing up because I was a terrible child. I really was. I just was. I was a mean kid. I would cry whenever I didn't get what I wanted. I wasn't spoiled because I didn't always get what I wanted. My parents didn't have the means for it. And yeah, the older they get, the more creative you have to be. Exactly. So, but it's just been, you know, up and down, up and down. But honestly, even though this may make me sound horrible, some kids do need a butt whooping. They really do. Because you could take away toys. You could take away their gadgets. You can, you know, and some of them, that doesn't do anything to them. It's like they don't care. And so, I mean, it's not like you could take off their clothes or, you know, tell them to walk to school. Their school's 3 miles away. Stuff like that. My mom had me writing sentences for like 3 days. Okay, see, but I have teenagers now. The youngest is 14. The oldest the oldest is 17, and then I have my 22-year-old who now lives at home again, but she's on and off living at home because she stays at her school most of the time. And then we have 4 children. My husband and I have 4 children. Our oldest is 22 and she's staying at home right now. So, I mean, I still, she's 22, but there's those things that they didn't pick up like I thought they would have. I don't know what we did wrong. The worst thing about it is that I know that we did spoil them because we tried to give them everything we weren't able to have as kids, and I'm sure that that's what went wrong with my parents and my sister and I, that they tried giving us everything they didn't have as children. And so I think it's just a maddening circle. But yeah, that's not, I don't know what to do about that. I don't know how to fix it. It's probably too late because they're so big. The youngest is 14 and my son is 17. So I don't know. Maybe in my next life I'll make sure I do it right next time. But they're good kids. They're, my daughter helps me out so much. She takes care of me so much. She's very thoughtful. She's very lovable, loving. I don't know, she's very caring. But I don't know. But other than, like, to get her to do chores or something like that, oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't really read. I'm driving. But I know you're saying something. I'm sorry. Alright, y'all. So I think I'm breaking the law. No, I am most certainly breaking the law. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. I'm a horrible person. I'm on the HOV lane. And, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. There's just so much traffic. There's just a ton of traffic. So we have a time to get to work. I'm supposed to be at work depending on what time I want to get off during the day is the time that I go into work. That's really not the way it is written down. Like, it's written down that I should be working 8 to 5. But there's been, since I'm salary and nobody's depending on me to get to work on time. Nothing gets hurt if I get there late. And I'm always, if there's a meeting or something early in the morning, I'm always there on time, even before time, because I'm always an early person. But the days that I want to leave like at 3, I go in at 7 or 6:45 in the morning. The days that I know I'm not expecting any big packages, I know, my husband and the kids are going to be okay a little bit longer in the evening by themselves, then I'll go in a little bit later. Like, I'll go in at 9 or 10 and get off like at 5, sometimes 6. But the traffic is just so bad at that time, going and coming home, that it's, I wish there wasn't so much traffic. And so I do pay the extra money to drive through the tolls and, to try to dodge as much of the traffic as I can. It is expensive. It gets expensive. Just one way, if I take tolls, just one way to my work, it's $7 getting there. Coming back, if I take tolls, it's another $7. So it's $14 a day that I'm spending just on tolls. And, that can get very expensive very quickly. So I prefer going in earlier. But like I said, I think today we're just decluttering our storage room. I could read like the first 3 words. We're just decluttering our storage room. Okay, so what I do, I'm a health educator for a weight management program, weight management diabetes prevention program. And I love my job. I went to school for I have a bachelor's in health promotion and program planning. That is, I can put events together, big health affairs, big, stuff like that, big events. I can put them together. And so anyways, I have a bachelor's in health promotion program planning, and I have a master's in public health now too. So that's why, and I'm a health educator. And so what I go do, I work out in the public. So what I do is I go to work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I go to the office, and if we build a curriculum for children to follow, and we teach nutrition education, physical activity classes out in the communities for children that have been referred to us by doctors. So that is what my job is, and I love it. I wouldn't change it for anything in the world, not even for more pay, I don't think, because I am right where I need to be. I have a true feeling in my heart that I'm doing something right with my life. And when I leave after I've taught a class or trained someone, I leave very satisfied. I really truly leave happy that I was able to, get some information to someone that didn't have it before. And the program that we have does really truly make a difference. And so that's what I do. And on Mondays and Fridays, we work from home because we do keep reports and data and stuff like that of all the information and the kids that graduate from our program. So that's what I do on Mondays and Fridays. Right now, in December is our slowest months. So most Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays that I'm supposed to go out to the office, most of those days I'm booked at schools or events where I need to go out to the public and teach or bring information to them. But like I said, in November, December are our slowest months of the year. Usually we just go to the office and update our curriculum, clean out our drawers. Like today we're decluttering our storage room because we are the ones that attend most of the health fairs, so we have all the giveaways and all that stuff. So so we have a big storage room where we keep all of that stuff, plus our curriculum boxes and binders and flyers of information. And so today that's what we're doing. And I work with the best people in the world. I kid you not. Like, I'm not saying this because any of them watch this channel, because they don't. I don't think any of them. Well, no, I think one person knows that I YouTube, but I would hope they would never watch my channel because I'm a goofball in the channel sometimes. But so that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying this because they'll be listening to it or be seeing this, but I'm truly, honestly saying they are the best team to work with. I've been very fortunate. So, and the other day I went to a career day at one of the schools because they wanted speakers, and so they called us and I went out there. And so what we have to do is we talk to the kids about our journey to where we are today. What we had to do, what school we had to go to, what all we had to endeavor into in order to do what we're doing now. And so I was telling the kids, I said, no matter what it is that you want to do, make sure it's something that you love, I'm telling them, just make sure it's something that you truly love and that you're passionate about. If it's going to take time of your part to do school, to do that job, do it. And do it all in, like do it with all of your heart and everything that you can, so that you can do it right and learn the right stuff, so that you can do the job correctly when you're out in the field. I said, because you know what? If you are in love with what you do and you truly love what you are doing, you'll never have to really work a day in your life. Because if you had the means to not have to work, if you had the money and enough money that you would never ever have to work, because you're so passionate about that job, you would actually be doing that job as a volunteer. So if you feel that way about a position that you have, then you're in the right spot, you're in the right place. You'll never have to work a day in your life, because it'll feel like it's something that you need to be doing anyways. If you're that passionate about any job, I truly believe that you are there forever, and you can only make whatever organization, whatever place you're at, you can only make it better. So, I mean, I get really sad, not sad, but I have to like take a step back, and I'm always thanking God and being grateful, because I have had those jobs where I would wake up in the morning and almost cry, because it would just cringe me to know that I needed to go to work, you know, that I had to go to work. That's the only job that I had. I didn't have a choice. And I hated working at those places, either because of the negativity, or, you know, there's always something. And I never knew that you can actually love, like truly love, a place of work and coworkers, until I started doing this, what I'm doing now, and working with the people that I am working with now. So, if I'm talking to everybody, you find yourself in that situation where you're driving to work and you're like, oh, I don't want to go, or you're at home and you're thinking, I need to call in, can I fake being sick, you know, whatever. If that's the way you feel, that's not the job that you're meant to be at. That's not where you should be. One, you're probably not going to make the place a better place by being there, because you're not going to be giving it your 110%. And two, you're hurting everybody around you and yourself, because you truly can't be happy doing something that you enjoy. I guess it is easier said than done, but that's why I was like, I wanted to quit going to school. My husband was like, no, you need to finish. You wanted to do school, you're going to do school, you're going to finish it. You know, supported me all the way, pushed me on those days that I no longer wanted to continue, because, you know, it was late nights on the computer, my eyes were shutting down, papers were due, meetings at work, stuff was just like piling together. And I was like, I'm done. I have enough school already. I don't need any more. And he's like, if you want to get to where you want to be. Stay there for a minute, sorry. If you get to that spot where you're so happy to get to work every day, it does take some work. It really does. So I just had great support. If I didn't, I mean, there's no way. There was so many times I wanted to throw in the towel. Just getting to school sometimes was a hassle, because the school was so far away, and, you know, I was much older already, and I was commuting. I wasn't living at the school like all the other kids in my class, and basically they were kids, and I was, you know, a grown adult, and just not being able to spend time with family. And anyways, all that's over, and now I have so much time I could do YouTube. So it works out. I mean, and it pays off. It really does. Like I said, I'm just blessed. I'm very happy. I'm very blessed. And I wish everybody could have that. You know, this world would be such a better place if everybody could have that. If they could all be just happy going to work every day. Anyway, so I attempted to tape new unboxing last night. I unboxed a brand new subscription. I won't tell y'all what it is because I want it to be a surprise, because I will hopefully tape that video tonight. But yeah, whenever I was done videotaping and I was loading the video and everything, I realized I didn't have the freaking mic on, so there was like no sound. And I was like, oh my gosh, and I had almost finished editing as well. So it took me forever and I was frustrated, and I was like, you know what? I'm done today. This is supposed to be fun, not frustrating. So I'm going to put this away and I'm going to start over again tomorrow. But yeah, so I've already spoiled all the things that are in the box for myself. I tried to stay away. I didn't have sound. Yeah, it didn't have sound, so that's why I didn't upload it. But I was so impressed by this box, so impressed. I hope y'all like it whenever I finally do the unboxing. But I'm almost at work. I did end up taking the express, the HOV, and the toll, so all of that will be coming out of my pocket. And I'm almost at work. Well, good morning to you all. Have a great day. Happy holidays. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.